Welcome back for episode 2. So we're going to go ahead and get started with our alphabet. First is our A, and we know that our A says A. Our B says B. Next up is our C, and our C says K. D. Nice job. Our E says E. Our F, do you remember what sound our F makes? That's right, it makes that sound. Like you're blowing air. Here we go. Next up is our G, and our G says G, like go, get 'em. All right, our H is, try that one with me. That one you are blowing air through your mouth. So we have our G, and our H. Nice work. Next up is our I, and our I makes that I sound, I, like an inch or iguana, I. Next up is J, and our J says J, like jump up for joy, because we're learning some letters today. Next up is K, and our K makes that K sound. Try it with me. K. Nice work. Next up is L, and our L says oh, like in lion, or look, there's an L. L says oh. M says and our lips are gonna touch. M says and our lips are gonna touch. N says and our lips are not gonna touch. N says and our lips don't touch. So we have and we have Nice work. You are fantastic at this. We're going a little bit faster today, but you're keeping up amazing. Next up is our O, and our O says ah. Our P says p. We're not going to say, remember, pa. We're going to say quick and short. Nice job. Wonderful. Next up is our Q, and our Q says like in question, or quail, or queen. Next up is our R, and our R makes that sound like in red. That one's a little bit tricky, but when we say our words, we're gonna hear it. Rug, run, nice job. So we have our Q, and our R, nice work. Next up is our S, and our S says S says nice job. Next up is T, and our T, we know that our T says like what time could it be? Oh, it's time for learning. Wonderful job. So our S and our T, S and T. Nice job. You're doing fantastic. Our U says Does it say No. Does it say No, it says Nice job. Next up is V. Do you remember what sound our V makes? Sounds like we're driving a race car with that V sound. Try it with me. V. Nice work. Next up is our W, and our W says like Y, whale, window. X says X. Try that one with me. X. Remember, like our Spider-Man webs almost. X. Or like at the end of box, or at the end of fox. Nice job. It makes that X sound. So we have our what, and we have our X. Nice work. Ooh, our Y, we're almost to the end. Our Y makes that Y sound. Y, like in yes, or yellow. Y. Next is our Z, and our Z says zzz. Try that one with me. Zzz, like you're buzzing around. Zzz, zebra, or zoo. So we have our and we have our Z that says zzz. Nice job. You are fantastic. Let's take a big deep breath, because we just went through all of that super fast. Are you ready? Breathe in. Breathe out. We're moving on to the next one. Are you ready? Here is our letter D. And when we write our letter D, we're going to make a line at the top, go all the way down, and then go back up top. And then we're going to curve and meet it at the bottom. So we're going down, 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 curving around. And that is our capital D. Next up for our lowercase d, we're gonna make a line down because we always start at the top. We always start at the top and make a line down. And then we meet at the middle and we curve it around and we meet him back. So we line down, curve around, and we're gonna meet him back in the middle. So we have our capital D, that means that's our bigger one, our capital D, and our lowercase d, it's just a little bit smaller. And this one is our D, almost like our B, but it's facing that way, it's facing away, it's facing towards the beginning of the alphabet. That's how we can remember that one. Next up, what comes after D? A, B, C, D. Oh, it's E, fantastic. So when we write our E, we're gonna start at the top. We're gonna make a line down, down, down. We always start at the top. And then we're gonna go back up to the top and make a line to the right. A line to the right, head to the middle, a line to the right, head to the bottom, and one more line to the right, and that's our capital E. So we're going down, to the right, to the right, to the right, and that's our E. Next up is our lowercase e. So for our lowercase e, we're gonna start in the middle right there. And when we start in the middle, we're gonna go to the right and then we're gonna stop. We're gonna go to the right and then we're gonna stop and then come up around and down, just like this. We're gonna come up here and go around. Nice job. That is our lowercase e. That's our lowercase e, and it's fantastic and wonderful. Next up is our F. Our F makes that sound, and when we write our F, it's almost like our E. So we're gonna start at the top, make a line down, and then we're gonna go to the right. We're gonna go to the right, and then we're gonna go to the right one more time. So we go down, to the right, and then to the right, and that is our capital F. That's our bigger one. Next up is our lowercase f, and for our lowercase f, we're gonna start at the top. That one's gonna be a little bit different. We're not gonna just make a straight line down. We're gonna start at the top and curve around. Start at the top and curve around, and then a line across. And that is our lowercase f. So we have our capital F and our lowercase f. You are doing fantastic. Next up, we're gonna say who said it. There's some letters going around town saying some sounds, but we need to know what sounds and who said it. So first we have our D. Let's do a quick refresher. Our D says d, d. Our E says and our F says f. So we have d, and we have f. So our first object is a fan, a fan. What do we think? What do we think? Which letter said it? Who said it? Who said that f sound in fan? Fan. I'll give you about 5 seconds. It is our F. Our F makes that sound. Our F makes that sound. Our D says d, d. Our E says and our F makes that sound. So we know in fan we hear that sound for and nice job. Hi, fan. Next up is an egg. Next up is an egg. What sound do we hear at the beginning of egg? Egg. Do we hear the d, the f, or the f? What sound do we hear at the beginning of egg? What do we think? What sound do we hear? Egg. Listen to that first sound that you hear. That very first sound. D, f. Egg. I'll give you about 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna point. Are you ready? We're gonna point. We're gonna point. Boop. It is our E. Our E makes that sound. Our E makes that sound. Nice job. So our egg starts with So our E said it. Next up is a dog. A dog. Can you tell this is my favorite dog to put in all of our videos, all of our learning? Is it D? Is it or is it Let me move out of the way here. Here we go. What do you think? What sound do you hear at the beginning of dog? Dog. Say it with me. Say it with me out loud. Ready? Dog. What do we think? What do we think? Is it our D? Is it our eh? Or is it our... Who said it? Who said it? Who said it? So cute. Dog. Dog. What do we think? I'll give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're gonna point. Are you ready to point? We're gonna point to our letter D, because our letter D makes that D sound. Say it with me. Our letter D makes what sound? D, D. And we know that dog makes that D, D sound. Nice job. Let's go ahead. Goodbye, dog. Have a nice, wonderful time. All right, before we go on, let's take one big deep breath. Are you ready? This one is our pretzel breathing. So we're gonna cross one arm, cross our other arm, and we're gonna twist it so our palms are together. And then we're gonna breathe in and breathe out. We're gonna breathe in and breathe out. Get some oxygen to our brain, because we are learning quick. All right, next up is an elf hat. Elf hat. So the word we're gonna focus on is that elf word, elf. So we're looking for what sound we hear at the beginning of elf. Elf. Because sometimes our words also have the other ones, but I'm looking for that first sound. The first sound that you hear in elf. Elf. Pay attention to how your mouth feels when you say that. Elf. Is it making a D sound? Is it making an eh sound? Or is it making a sound? I'll give you 5 seconds. Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it's gonna be... Is it our F? No. Is it our D? No. Is it our E? Yes, it is. Our E says eh. And we know that elf makes that eh sound. Nice job. Goodbye, elf hat. Next up is a den. A den. This is where all the animals are sleeping. So we should do this one quietly. Are you ready? So we have our den. We have a sleeping bear. What do we hear in den? Den, what sound do we hear first in den? Do we hear that sound? No. Do we hear that sound first? No. Do we hear that D sound first in den? We do. Great job. D says D like in den. Den. Nice job. Let's go walk away from the den. All right, we're back. We can be a little bit louder again. Next up is the word fox. Fox. We have a fox here. So what do we think? Fox. What do we think? What sound do we hear at the beginning? Remember, at the beginning, we've been talking about a fox, but we've been talking about that last sound that we've heard. But right now, we're doing who said it. So which of these 3? What do we think? Do we hear the D, the E, or the sound? What do we think? Give you some time to think. Fox. 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 What do we think? Give you about 5 seconds, and then we're gonna point to whichever one we think it is. Fox. Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it's gonna be our F. Our F. We have fox that makes that sound. Nice job. You are awesome. Next up is a dish. A dish. What sound do we hear in dish? Dish. Silence, because I'm letting you think. Dish. What do we hear Do we hear that F sound first? Is this a fish? No way, we're getting that one out of here. Is this an esh? Do we hear an F sound at the beginning of dish? No, but what about our D? What about that D sound? Oh, we do hear that in dish. We hear d-ish. We hear that d sound. Nice work. This is our dish, and we know that our D said it. Who said it? Our D said it. Nice job. Whew. We did so much learning today. You did such a wonderful, wonderful job. So that means I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Ooh, let me try that one again. Wonderful, wonderful day. Thanks for learning. Thanks for watching. And go see if you can practice some letters today. Bye.